Good evening, everybody. This is Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Just want to tell you thank you for watching this live. I will be really brief. I just want to talk about this upcoming protest, the mail-in protest for Daniel, and how you guys can help. Of course, you guys know that this whole mail-in protest is based on myself trying to get law enforcement, Buckeye law enforcement, to move my son's case over to the county, the sheriff county, the county of Maricopa County in Arizona. And those reasons is you guys know that my son went missing also in Maricopa County. Maricopa County, as you know, supersedes the Buckeye. Uh, Arizona is in Maricopa County. So you guys, I'm coming here today to talk about that and how you guys can help get my son's case. It's crucial to everything that's happening in my son's case. It's been almost 2 years since Dane's been missing, and I'm constantly fighting for his justice, fighting for finding out where he's located, all of that stuff. You guys kind of keep his case from turning cold because it's far from a cold case. We have so much information there that suggests foul play, and so I'm fighting for that as well to get Dane's case bumped up to where it should be, a case of foul play, a criminal case to look into what happened to my son. Of course, as you can know, that's the reason why I'm really pushing really hard to get my son moved to a jurisdiction that will be able to look into those things. For now, the jurisdiction that's handling my son's case, the Buckeye Police Department, is refusing to move my son's case farther from just a missing person, which by law would also require them not to do much of anything. So to go further to test those things that we have found, the evidence that we have brought over to the law enforcement agencies that presents foul play. We have to get this case moved to a different jurisdiction. The jurisdiction, like I said, that my son went missing into, so they can look into this foul play. Of course, you guys, I'm not going to stop. I'm a father that's going to continue to fight for Daniel. I've been doing it since day one. He's my son. Of course, that's something that fathers can do because we know what thing. If we don't have justice, we won't have no peace. So I want to put this up again, you guys. No justice, no peace. We demand action. When I say we, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about everybody who's listening to my voice. We are in this thing together. Since I started my search for my son, since I started my investigation, this has been a grassroots movement. I started my searches with grassroots movement, just talking to the community. The community came out to help. You guys out have been out there in the desert with me, covering over 48 weeks of searches, over 35,000 acres of land out there. So you guys have been the true heroes into helping me find my son. So I really appreciate that, you guys, for all your help and all your love. So you are my extended family. I love you all. And thank you so much. But no justice, no peace. That means that there can be no peace without justice. My son Daniel has been missing nearly 2 years. It's time for justice in this case, you guys. Now we no more looking at law enforcement saying, "Hey, we did this search here, we did this search there." No, we need to investigate. I've been investigating from day one. Law enforcement need to investigate as well. We need to find out where this red transfer paint on the vehicle came from. We need to find out if there's somebody else's DNA on those airbags when they've been deployed. We need to know, where the impressions on the windshield came from, that type of stuff, you guys. Where if the clothing that was found at the scene was indeed my son's clothing, because we don't recognize it as a family. So law enforcement should be checking that out. Also, my spirits searching for my son. I have been putting on an investigator's hat from day one. I have put on my search hat from day one. I've been out there searching for Daniel, like I said, with you guys. I have been an advocate to help other families. Of course, hearing everybody who's coming out. There's been volunteers coming out to my searches who have missing loved ones of their own. They're looking for justice in their person's case. So we're in this thing together. I feel that law enforcement had failed Daniel and my family, and and myself. So of course, I'm going to keep fighting. Also, the effects of injustice. You guys know that injustice creates anger, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. If it can lead to social unrest and protest. Something I'm doing currently right here. So let's work together towards justice for Daniel. Let's work towards justice for everybody. You guys know that one of the things I'm advocating for as well is that we shouldn't have to wait over 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever the case may be to report a missing loved one. We should not hear assumptions from law enforcement that would say, hey, this person's a grown person, can leave if they want to. Just making assumptions, something against what the family's reasoning for reporting in the first place. So, and actually want to make sure that the law enforcement are doing what they're supposed to. I'm also an advocate for getting these departments changed. There should be a department within the department. Police should not be handling missing person cases because they either don't have the will to want to do it or the way to do it. They don't have the resources, or whatever the case may be. We need poor resources for states like Arizona, who have large missing person cases, etc., to make sure that families have the justice they're looking for. Make sure things are being investigated the right, correct way. These people are being searched for. So that should be a department within the police department that just handle missing person cases and have the resources they need. Because law enforcement was slow to act initially in Daniel's case, my son remains missing. I really know, you guys, it's all because if law enforcement would have jumped on and immediately took Daniel's case seriously, they wouldn't have made me wait 3 hours. Tempe police, for instance, would not have rejected to do uh, welfare check. I wouldn't have to wait, like I said, for extra 3 hours to meet a 12-hour wait time to report. Wouldn't have to beg and ask law enforcement to send helicopters out and they get denied twice, 2 times before they claim they did a search for Daniel. So those things, those initial hesitations is what caused my son to remain missing. Also, because law enforcement refused to take physical evidence of foul play I gave them, Daniel's justice have been hampered. And that's another thing, you guys. I have when that vehicle showed up almost 30 days after Daniel went missing in that ravine farther out in that Sonoran desert. My investigator and I gave them all the evidence they needed that suggested foul play on this scene right here behind me. And they rejected it. They rejected it to the point where they hired their own investigator, just in my opinion, to rebut my investigator's finding, the hard physical findings. And this guy rebuts something he never seen before. Their investigator never touched my son's vehicle, never saw it in person, never did anything towards it, but yet made a whole full report about something he never seen. Right. So that's all that you look at. That is a rebuttal to refuse making this case a criminal case that it is. So you guys, this vehicle behind me and this, you see the picture behind me. That's a crime scene, and the Buckeye Police Department refused to let it be. Also, you guys, I have a solution to this problem. That's the reason why I'm coming to you today. I am demanding that the Buckeye Police Department release my son's case to an outside agency that will bring results. To this date, the Buckeye Police have not brought one thing, brought me nowhere near close to finding out what happened to my son. Only thing they have done from day one was hamper my son's investigation. Everything that we asked for as a family, they found ways to say they can't get it or they can't do it or whatever the case may be, it doesn't exist or all this kind of nonsense. So they're in the way, you guys. They're in the way, and it's time for the Buckeye Police Department to release my son's case to a different jurisdiction, on the jurisdiction that is correctly that my son can be case can be sent to is the Maricopa County. Like I said, my son went missing in the Maricopa County, as well as the vehicle being on federal land. The FBI should be in this case as well. They just need to totally. I don't want to law enforcement to hear law enforcement, as I heard in the past, say we'll help Buckeye Police Department on their case. No, we don't need to help Buckeye continue to destroy Daniel's case. We need to have Buckeye to release my son's case, and that's only demands that I have, you guys. And we're gonna keep fighting for that until my son's case is moved out of it. We're gonna cause as much uproar as we can, you guys, until my son's case is moved over to the Maricopa County Sheriff or the FBI or both. Until then, there would be no justice. There would be no peace. I will be trying to also pushing for a physical protest, but this right now, you guys, is a mail-in protest that we'll be doing. All right, and like I said, since my son was missing, the Buckeye Police Department has not found anything to bring us closer to answers. I have everything that you guys have heard about my son's case, from the red transfer plate to 46 initial cycles to the 11 additional miles, came from myself, my investigator. I paid for that. So you guys, nothing came from the law enforcement side of things. They haven't been out. They've been out to searches, haven't found the construction cone out there. You guys have brought nothing towards finding my son, but we have, and those things we brought towards them to find Daniel is being constantly rejected. So we got to go ahead. Like I said, it had to be a change. They do not have available cell phone pings. They didn't have the traffic camera footage. Nor do they have the location that the Uconnect will provide for Daniel's vehicle. They claim that it came out of all zero grids. They claim they couldn't get the cell phone pings. They kind of play word games, you guys, in that report. But I challenged them to show me the dates and the time when they got this report if they claim they had got cell phone pings. And what is the results of these cell phone pings? Because they don't have those things. They told me directly they couldn't get cell phone pings. So what they play with you guys in the public, you guys be weary of that as well. Everything that can help me find Daniel seems to be conveniently blocked by the Buckeye Police Department. I mean, literally, you guys. Now that they are blocking the other agencies, they also block other agencies. I asked Chief Hall to have my case moved over to the Maricopa County. He ignored that part of the letter and addressed some other parts of the letter that have nothing to do with him making that move to get my son. It's not about the Buckeye Police Department, what I put in the letter. It's not about them. It's about my son being missing. His life is at stake. His justice is at stake. They already damaged the chain of custody and things like that. It's time for them to boy up, to man up, and move my son's case over to the Maricopa County and also the FBI. You guys saw how they blocked the FBI into my son's case. They did a secret meeting without me, even though my attorney asked for me to be a part of that before the meeting. Soon the day he said he was going to go out, and he's going to. He haven't even talked to the FBI yet. He's going to. We already put the request in. He did not respond to that. He snuck and done a secret FBI meeting, and whatever he told the FBI, I'm sure it was something to make sure that the FBI didn't come into Daniel's case, because that's exactly what happened, you guys, secretly. The only thing they came back feedback to me is that Mr. Robinson, the FBI said that you're doing such a great job on your own, they don't have to come in. And it's some foolishness like that that I hear from the Buckeye Police Department, hampering my investigation, just taking away my ability to investigate, to take away my ability to bring my son back home. And we have to fight against that. We will fight to change the outcome of this. So what we can do, you guys, we will peacefully protest in two forms. I created this mail-in protest to get the targeted department's attention, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna put thousands and thousands of mails in their box, you guys. We're gonna get it all at the one time. That's what I'm saying, you guys. You pay it, follow me along with this. We're doing that window from the April the 10th. You guys, this coming Monday. It's got don't send them out now. Don't send no letters out now. If you guys do that PDF, let's send them out together. We're gonna be sending that out on the April the 10th through the 13th. That's the window right there. If you live in the East Coast, for instance, you should do it on Monday. If you live in the West Coast, anytime you can do it between that Monday and that Wednesday. But the East Coast people, I want to see if you can do it Monday or Tuesday as possible. And the reason why, because it takes about 3 days before your letter gets there. My goal is to get all these letters come in at the same time, and that would make a statement and that would get their attention. And there's a reason, you guys, because the physical protest will be coming behind that. Also, you guys, that's to get the target. Next, we will be protesting at their departments. And the way I would be doing that, you guys, I'm organizing the way to have this protest being simultaneous. I'm hitting two departments up, two in particular. If I don't get these demands met, you guys. Also, I need you to join us and invite your family, your friends, your churches, your schools, whoever can put a letter in an envelope, you guys, with a stamp on it. I need that. That's what will get us to those numbers that we may need, those thousands of letters coming in at one time. That's how we're going to get those numbers. You know, you reach out to your friends, your families. I mean, if you can print out 10 a piece or something, I don't know, you guys, and just put 10 envelopes with 10 stamps and send it out to these addresses that I have on those PDFs. That would help tremendously. I need you to join in, okay? And also, this is a grassroots effort, and there's power in the people. And I'm going to tell you guys, there's power in the people. As long as we stick together, there's nothing we can't do. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that as well, of how to, if you guys want to upload this PDF, for instance, I'm going to show you that too. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. This is the website. Please help find Daniel. You guys go to the website. And when you go to the website, you see the front page here. And only thing you have to do is scroll down on this page and go down to the PDF. Justice for Daniel here. Please download this PDF for your mail-in protest. This is the PDF link, you guys. But please don't send, right here, like I say here, please don't send the letters out before the 10th, you guys. That's where we want to have that window. The window right here, the mail-in window is April the 10th. through April the 14th. That is your window. If you're on the East Coast, like I was saying, you guys, it takes about 3 days to arrive. So kind of adjust yourself accordingly. If you live in the Central Time or whatever the case may be, try to adjust your time into this window, April 10th through the 13th. Also, if you're on the West Coast, it takes about 1 2 days. Possibly there's some type of delay. It should be 1 day. The goal is to have all letters arrive within that mail-in window. We're trying to get all the mails to come in at one time into these departments. Download and print the PDF, as many as you want, and as many as you can mail. That will help me out tremendously. Sign your documents on the bottom. You guys can see it. I'll show you in a second. Also, you mail those documents to each of those addresses that's on the address. You'll see it on there. Sign your documents and mail it to the address. Each of those addresses you see on the documents themselves. I encourage your friends and family, like I said, to do the same, and you can share it on social media. You hit this click this link here, and it will take you to the PDF, and you would come to the PDF page where you can. My thing's loading really slow here, but you can load. You can actually let's see, get up here. You can print it here. This is your print button, of course, you guys. You print it here, and but this is to the Maricopa County. First of all, these first letters that you will see is a FOIA request, right? It's a FOIA request. I don't know, the form may not be exactly what they're looking for when you put it into these departments, but the good part is going to these departments. That's the whole goal, you guys. Whether they're accepting it the way they for, but they got to respond back to you for one thing, and that's the goal. So whether it's in the right format or this or that, whatever the case may be, is two things can happen. You can get that FOIA back. They may ask you, you may have a fee to that. If not, you don't want to do that. The whole point is getting those letters out to overwhelm. Let's go ahead and send out these, make a statement, you guys. That's what I'm saying. The name of this whole thing is to bring attention and get the attention of law enforcement that I'm serious about what I'm trying to do. They'll go into, like I said, that goes over to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, to their records department. This is going to the Buckeye Police Department's records department. This is going to the Tempe Police Department's record department. And then when you come down here, this letter right here is the sole letter is different from the rest. It goes to the Buckeye as well. Like I said, you have a FOIA request for Buckeye, of course, here. Let me see, where I was. I just missed it. The Buckeye Police Department Record Division, but that's for the FOIA. You guys come down to the last one, and this is like directly to Chief Hall. He's the chief of police at Buckeye Police Department, different address. That will be going to that address to for this letter, you guys. You can sign that too. All these letters have a signature on the bottom. You sign it, and this letter is to demand. This is what I'm asking. I'm asking them to move my son's case over to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office or the FBI. And this letter is important as well, but I want all the letters to be viewed as being important because the whole thing is to get a overwhelming, receive of letters that they will receive. Right? These departments, first of all, they'll get their attention, and then all these letters going directly to Chief Hall for his attention, guys, in this case. And I'm not, like I say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep fighting and being very creative and everything I need to do to get this department to do what they need. They're supposed to be doing and do. And Maricopa County as well. I'm not letting them off the hook. As much as I think great of Sheriff Zone, I still am going to push as a father to make sure that this my son receive the justice that he deserved in this case. So again, you guys, thanks so much for joining in here with me on this live today. Again, I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson, and I hope to get to see y'all on my next live as well as on the next Q&A. But in between time, this protest, the mail-in protest on Monday, you'll be seeing a couple of lives, like I said, and I'll be continuing to talk about this. So thank you guys again. God bless you. I'll see you the next time.